Welcome back to Further Solutions Academy. Further Solutions Academy. On this video, I'll be walking you through on algebraic fraction. Don't forget to share to your friends, subscribe if you have not subscribed before. It's a part of mathematics that students normally have problem with. By the end of this video, you will understand how to solve algebraic fraction. Now, algebraic, when you talk about algebra, it means we are talking about unknown, For instance, 1 all over x is an algebraic, X is a problem for you because you don't know what x is. It means it becomes algebraic fraction. And there's no way you can go about this one. The only thing you can do, you can just conjugate, multiply by 1. You rationalize, which is, I think, x all over what? Which I'll be having x squared, x all over x squared. Okay? Now, I think on sort, you learn more about these things. I think so. Now, but on this video, there are some problems that is being generated from students around, which we be seeing how it's being handled here. Now, there are questions like this. You are asked to simplify the following. Now, please let me write them down so that we'll be able to manage the time. Okay, let's play with these questions. Let's see how it fits. Number 1. mnu divided by nuv. Number 2, n plus m divided by n plus n, u plus n. And a squared plus ab divided by a squared plus ac. And the next one is h squared minus hk divided by hk. And the last one is 228 c squared d squared e squared divided by 35 c e squared. Now let's try to solve this question. Now let me start from this one. mnu divided by nuv. There's nothing I can do here by saying that this we cancel this. What else can cancel? M we cancel this. My answer will remain what? M all over what? V. That is my answer. Now I can as well write this as mv inverse. Take note of that. It is allowed. Now the second one I have what? Which is number 1. Number 2, I have u plus m divided by what? U plus n. Now, is there anything you can do here? This is addition. There's nothing you can do to it. The only thing you can do, you can also do it this way. U all over what? U plus n plus m all over what? U plus n. You can't do anything to it except this. That is all. This can be equals to this. That is all what you can do. Now I have the third one, and I have a squared plus ab divided by what? A squared plus what? AC. Now what you can do here, you just factor out. I factor out a bracket of a plus b divided by what? I also factor out a plus c. That is, this we cancel this. My answer remains a plus b all over what? A plus c. You can't do anything. You can't cancel because of what? Addition is binding. Assuming it's multiplication. Or the only thing you can also do, you can also do it this way. A all over a plus c plus b all over what? A plus c. You can't go beyond this. That is all about that. Now, I have this also. H squared minus hk divided by what? Hk. Now, what you just need to do here, you can also factor out h, bracket of h minus k divided by hk. Now, this we cancel this. My answer will remain what? H divided by what? K. Which I can also write it as what? Normally, it's not right to be writing this way in mathematics. I can also write it as h all over k minus k all over what? K, which is h all over k minus 1, which I can also write it hk minus 1. Anyhow, you can do it this way. Now, the last part of it, which is this particular one, 28 c d e divided by what? 35 ec4. Now, this is an index you can put and you can run to indices, but don't forget that I can say that I can say that 7 times 4 divided by 7 times 5. 7 becomes to 7. Can you see? Which is, I can also continue multiply by d c raised to power what? This one is power 1 minus 1 because of division. And also I have my d raised to power 2. I have my e 2 minus 4 because I'm just running towards indices. Please, if you don't understand indices, it will be very hard for you. There are laws of indices. Division give us minus. Multiplication give us what? Addition up. Take note of that. Which I'll be having all over 5. And I have c raised to power 1, e raised to power 2, and e raised to power minus 2. Because 2 minus 1 is what? Now, my answer will not be what? 4cd squared divided by what? 5e squared. That is my answer. Can you see? Now, let me try to show another set of questions for better explanation on this algebraic fraction. These are simple ones. I will show another cases in the next video. Okay, permit me to write some questions down. Look at this question. I have some questions there. Also, we have u squared minus 5uv minus v squared divided by u squared uv 12v squared. That is number 1. Number 2, we have is m n plus m n divided by a minus am plus an minus mn. And another one says that number 3, I have m squared plus 2mn plus n squared divided by m squared minus n squared. And I need to have one more. Okay, another one, number 4. I have u plus w squared minus v squared divided by v plus w squared minus u squared. And the last part, which is going to be number 5, sorry for the noise pollution, b squared c a b minus bc divided by, this is having plus a squared Now, let's work on this question and let's see how it will come up. Now, solution to this question is a very simple one. Let's see how it will be. Now, solution number 1. Sorry for the noise pollution due to, there are some things I cannot control at this moment. Now, I have this question, which is u squared minus 5u plus 6v squared divided by what? U squared plus uv minus 12v squared. Now, I want to work on this question. What I will just need to do now is that I will turn this thing to quadratic equation. Like, this is a quadratic problem, quadratic expression. Now, I will turn this one to A and B and C. Now, my AB, my AC will be equals to what? 6. My B will be equals to minus 5. It means minus 3 minus 2 will give me what I have, and it means I'll be having u squared minus 3uv minus 2vu plus 6v squared. That is number 1. I mean, that is upper part. Look at the second part. If I have 4 times 3, it will give me 12. Now, if I have this, it will give me what I want. It means u squared plus 4uv minus 3vu minus 4v squared. Now, once I have this, I can now continue by having u bracket of u minus 3v minus what I will have here 2 and v bracket of what? U minus 3v. Now, divided by u bracket of what? U minus, plus 4v minus 3v bracket of I'll be having u plus 4v. Now, when you open the bracket back, you have be able to go back to where you are coming from. And since that is the case, u minus 2v bracket of u, and I would be divided by u minus 3v divided by what? U plus 4v. Now, this must be equal to this. That is logic behind factorizing. Now, since I have this, I can now continue by having, is there anything I can cut off? Yes, this can cut off this. Now, which I will be having u minus 2v minus what? Divided by what? 4v. That is my final answer. I can simplify further by saying that what? U all over what? U plus 4v minus 2v divided by what? U plus 4v. Please, you can't cut anything here. You can't cut. There's no way you can cut. You can't cut. That is just that. Now, another question is there. Now, I need to work on this. This is a very straightforward one. I have a squared minus am minus an plus mn divided by, I have a squared am plus am mn. Now, what I just need to do here is very simple also. The only thing I need to work on is that I want to group into two. The first group will be a bracket of a minus n. Now, the next bracket, I'll be having minus n bracket of a minus what? M. Because when I open this bracket, I will have this. I will have this. Now, divided by, this also will be a bracket of a minus m. And also this one will be plus, I'll be having m bracket of a minus. Hope I'm not making a mistake. Do you know why I'm looking at myself? This bracket must be equal to this bracket. And I have plus am. I think this question is n. Hope is no problem. There's no problem somewhere. Yes, this is n. Sorry about that. This is n. This is n. Okay, it's n. Even initially is n. Now it means it will be having n bracket of what? M. Now a minus n and a minus divides or a minus n and what? A minus n. Now this will cancel this. My answer becomes a minus n divided by what? A plus n. That is my answer. Now this is solved. This is solved. Now for better understanding, let me try to solve others, which is the remaining three. Sorry for the noise pollution. There's nothing I can do about that. Please just manage. Now look at this one. It's a very simple one. Don't forget what is called difference of two squared. If I have s minus y squared, this is a very good example of difference of two squared. What is actually them is minus, and square is on the top. X minus and what? X plus y. That's how to go about that. Now, if I'm having something like this, I have m squared plus 2mn plus m squared divided by what? M squared minus n squared. This is very good example of difference of two squared. By not this one, I just need to turn this one to a, b, c. I want to factorize. It means I'll be having m 1 plus mn plus mn plus n squared divided by what? M and m minus. Now, can you see? That is what I will just do there. I turn this to difference of 2 square with what is here. Now, I have m bracket of n plus n, and I have plus n bracket of m plus n divided by what? M plus n, m minus n. Now, don't forget that if I have x plus n, it can also be written as n plus x. But if it is minus, the story will change. Take note of that. Now, it means I'll be having m plus n and m plus n. I just bring this together and also one of these divided by what? M plus n and m minus n. This will cancel this. Yes, it will cancel that. My answer will remain as m plus n divided by what? M minus n. That is my answer. Now, I think this is out of the story. This also, we try to work along with difference of 2 squared minus minus v squared divided by what? U plus what? W squared minus u squared. Now, what you just need to do here is that this is minus squared is also difference of 2 squared problem. Now, what you just need to do, you come down and you what? You go the way you're supposed to go, which by having u plus w plus v and u plus w minus v divides or u plus w minus u and u plus w. Hope I'm not making a mistake. Yes. Plus what? W plus u. Now, look at this. W, u, v. Position does not matter when it comes to addition. Now, this is w. Hope the equation is not wrong. Oh, here should be, sorry, there should be a problem somewhere. Here should be v. Here should be v. Why that is very correct. It means here will be v. Here will be v. Sorry for that. I just discovered that. Now, UWV, addition is of UWV. It means this. We cancel this because it's addition all through. Now, you can't change this one anyhow. Left with what? U plus W minus V divided by what? V plus W minus U. That is my final answer. Can you see how simple it is? Now, the last part of this question, which is very, very simple also, but it's a bit technical. But let's see the technicality of the question. Okay. Now, I have this type of question. Plus A minus AB minus AC divides C squared minus AC plus AB minus BC. Now, this is very, very simple, but also technical. Now, look at the technicality. I will have this, I have this. I will just collect, let's just collect like term. Collect like term. So that I'll be able to mingle itself. Now, I have B squared minus AB plus AC minus BC. And you see, I just try to collect AA, BB, and so on and so forth. Divided by what? I have also this one, I can say that what? C squared minus BC minus AC plus BC. Can you see? I just try to do something fine there. Now, this, I'll be having B bracket of B minus A. Here will be, I'll be having C, which is plus bracket of what? A minus B divides C bracket of C minus B, and I'll be having, if I should have here, I'll be having minus A bracket of C minus B. Now, look at this. It's balanced. This is balanced. But this is not balanced. For me to make it balanced, if I have minus here, okay, initially it's plus. It means B, bracket of B minus A. I think minus C will be in bracket of B minus A, because the change, it will surely change automatically, divided by C minus A and what? C minus B. Now here will be B minus C and B minus A divides C minus A and C minus B. Okay, what can I do? I think something. What should I do? Is there anything going on here? Nothing. Now I have something similar, but I've not seen it very well. If I decide to attach minus to this place, it means I'll be having, if minus is there, it means I'll be having C minus B. Don't forget, minus will surely be here. Yes. It will be B minus A divided by what? C minus A and what? C minus B. This, we can cancel this. Now, my answer will now be what? Minus B minus A divided by what? C minus A. Now, which I can also write it as A minus B divided by what? C minus A. That is my final answer for that. I think with this, you can see how simple algebraic is. Now, I'll be stopping here. Don't forget to share the video and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Once again, thanks for watching.